Did you know that termites cause more damage every year than fires, floods, storms, and all the U.S. natural disasters combined? And the worst part about it is you don't even know it's happening until it's too late. These termites are underground. Now, what I'll do is I'll show you the simple steps that you need to take today to keep termites out for good. And this works even if you have had termites in the past or you've got them now. You don't want to destroy your largest investment, which is your home. So the first thing to know is that termites, in order for them to have the environment that they desire, it's moisture and wood. That combination is what termites love, and that's what you have to look to eliminate around your home. And it starts with the outside. So on the outside of your house, let's go over here, and you do not want to have old rotting wood laying near here. You don't want to have railroad ties, no wood. In fact, no mulch up against the house, because that's going to be wood that's constantly wet. All right. At one point, termites did enter this house here. There was plastic, tomato plants in pots. The constant watering and the plastic kept the ground moist, and there was a rotting railroad tie here as an edger, and the termites entered into the crawl space behind. And so we had to have it treated, but then to help eliminate the problem, we started to get rid of the moisture. The plastic came up, all the wood is gone, and the downspouts are taken all the way out. So you have to remove the water from the foundation, take your downspouts away from the house, grade away from the house. No wood anywhere near your house. If you have wood, you're going to need to eliminate it and come up with another way to edge your garden. Please give me a thumbs up if you're finding this to be helpful so far. And look here, there's mulch right up against this house and a bag waiting to add more. You really want the mulch away. Mulch is going to provide wet wood that the termites will enjoy, ability to tunnel, and then the way they enter the house is they're going to enter through cracks in your foundation, or they'll provide a mud tunnel up the side of the block into the sill plate, and they're going to get into your house and into your wood through the sill plate. So because the termites are subterranean, you might not see those cracks in the foundations that are below the ground level, but they can still tunnel up and do mud tunnels and go into places like this, where it provides another entryway into your house. So that wood and the water is the magnet that brings them closer to the wood that's in your home. So if you didn't have too damp of an area by your house and you didn't have any wood laying here, they're not going to make it, say, from your woods or some other place where you may have, let's say there were termites in that shed. They're not going to make a subterranean tunnel that far all the way to your house unless there was a trail of similar material that would lead them into this direction, right? But they find themselves over here already, and it's not that far of a run for them to then go find more wood over here, especially if it's wet. They'll be able to create their tunnels, and next thing you know, they're only inches away from your sill plate and your framing and everything else that you've got going on here. Now, I'll also mention here that there's probably too much cover here. You're going to probably want to have more sun to hit this ground and dry out. I mean, look at all the lush plants that's going on here, right? I mean, it's these are about 5.5 feet tall right now, and there's no sun getting over here, so that's probably not what you want either. All right, now we're inside the house, and here's a crawl space, and we've got a portion of a finished basement, right? And you do not want to have a high humidity level inside your basement and crawl space. So you've got a couple things you can do. You can have some ventilation, or here you can hear a dehumidifier running. That's going to continuously remove moisture from the area, because if you were to take a look at your basement, you found these little mud tunnels running around on your joists there or on your sill plate, then that's going to be a clue that you've got termites. But again, you want to prevent them from having a reason to be here. and that's to reduce the moisture and the access into the house. When we talk about moisture, we're also talking about the spigots, that if you've got a drip, even a little drip is going to eventually create an area where it's constantly moist, and it's going to be a spot where the termites will feel more comfortable in coming through to access your house. So you want to make sure that you've got no drips or dripping hoses or spigots anywhere near your house. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, this method still works even if you've currently got termites. You definitely, if you've got them, which is going to be another video of mine, is how to get rid of your termites. Okay, it's a separate video. If you've got them, you still need to address the issues that I talked about in this video, otherwise they will come back. So while you're addressing getting these issues, you're also simultaneously treating the area to make sure that you kill the termites or prevent them from coming back in that fashion. So it's a two-pronged approach if you've already gotten the termites. I appreciate you watching today, everyone. Please hit that like and thumbs up button for me. Subscribe to the channel. I've got more videos like this and others for all around your home. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.